And welcome back to the Daily News. We have Dr. Debi Lynes with us. As you all know, she does a segment for us called Mind Your Health on the first Tuesday of every month. Also, if you have not signed up or got your ticket for TEDx this coming Friday, Making Waves, you're the MC.
We're making
so I'm very
waves.
excited about that.
I think it's going to be great. You know what we're talking about today, which I think is going to be super fun? You already know.
Conflict.
Yes.
Peace, finding peace.
Yes. We're talking about conflict resolution and communication, really, because you were saying, does everybody have conflict? No.
Right. It's really all about interpersonal communication, you know, one-on-one, and kind of your agenda, and then how you can come to peace.
Exactly. So a couple of things for one of my favorite books, and I shared with you, is called The Anatomy of Peace. And it's basically resolving your heart conflict. When I fight with you or we're in conflict, am I at peace with you? Are we just having a spirited discussion and at the end we're like, you know, I learned a lot, and we go on our merry way? Or am I kind of at war with you? And we were talking about how sometimes we do that with our kids, sometimes we do that with our bosses. You know, it's very easy to be competitive or comparative or things like that. So conflict resolution is basically about asking about how you are behaving. What does my behavior reflect? When I am in conflict with you and we're sitting here having a debate, do I feel less than you?
Yeah. Where am I on that chain?
Do I feel better than you? Excuse me, I know. Do I feel like I'm entitled or deserving? Wait a minute, I'm the guest on the show. Please let me talk.
Right.
Or do I feel like I want to be seen as? Wait, I want to be seen as a good teacher. I want to be seen as a good interviewer. And depending on what my behavior is and what I think about myself, I tend to justify my responses.
Does it have to do with listening too?
Active listening.
Active listening, because I think people, they have their agenda, they know what they want, and it's all about them.
Right.
It's not about us. And
Are you hearing?
Are you really listening to
what
me?
I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want something fun, there is a 2-minute video called "It's Not About the Nail," and if you haven't listened to it, it is worth it for every sibling, every husband and wife.
What is it again?
It's not about the nail.
It's not about the nail.
Nope,
Okay.
It's not about the nail. So conflict resolution is something that is really a lot of fun. It's really helpful, and there are interesting ways to do what I call a heart check. And a heart check is, again, you and I are sparring, okay? And I'm going to ask myself, I'm going to share with you openly. I feel a little frustrated. When I feel like you're not listening to me. My intention in telling you is that I want to have a good discussion with you. My request of you is to give me some feedback.
Right.
So when I position that to the person that I'm talking to, hopefully it doesn't feel like I'm saying, what the heck's wrong with you? I'm just curious and want more of a connection, and I'm sharing with you sort of a check-in, what I'm experiencing, what my intention is in telling you, and then what I need from you to kind of solve this communication issue.
Because at the end of the day, it's really about communication.
It really is.
And people not understanding and you know, interpreting it their own way. And you said this book is really fascinating. It's actually a story, you said.
The Anatomy of Peace was written by the New Harbinger Institute, and it's basically great for couples. It's great for families. It's wonderful for business. And every time I buy a copy, I give a copy, and so Amazon and I are pretty tight when it comes to this, but it's an excellent book if you want something to read. It's a great, easy read, and it's got a lot of takeaway moments.
Right, and you know, the subtitle, Resolving the Heart of Conflict, and you brought that up earlier about it's all about the heart.
How do I feel when I'm...
How do I feel? It's about, how do I feel? How do you make me feel, or how do I make my feel when I'm in communication with you?
Absolutely.
Good job.
I really appreciate you allowing me on. It's wonderful.
Thank you so much. And again, TEDx, our MC for TEDx, will be at the Sea Health Cultural Center this Friday night, which is November the 4th.
Woohoo! Thank you.
And we'll see you back 1st of December. Thanks, Debi.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we'll be right back with the Daily News. Don't go away.